Hey kittens, welcome or welcome back. So today's video is going to be a digital 6-ring binder review. So here's my 6-ring binder cover. So I wanted to show you guys how I decorated it. So here are some digital stickers I used for my name, and then I added a teddy bear sticker as well as a photo of a sticker that I've created. The cover also has an elastic band closure, which I thought was so cute, and then I chose the pink composition notebook theme, as you guys can see. So here's the intro page, and you can actually add a quote on the right side if you want to, or you can add a picture or different graphics to the other side if you would like. So here's the index. So this is literally how you get to any and everything that you want to use inside of this 6-ring binder planner. So we're going to take a deeper look at all of these different sections. I also wanted to show you guys that there are tabs on the left and right of this 6-ring binder, and it just helps you to access the different sections more easily. So starting with the calendar, it gives you an overview of all 12 months, and it's more so like the calendar block style, and it goes from Monday to Sunday. So now this is a look at the yearly calendar. So as you guys can see, from January to December, they list all the days of each month in a vertical format. So for the quarterly overview, it has 3 months for each 4 quarters of the year. So for example, the first quarter includes January, February, March, as well as a notes section. So now we're going into the monthly overview, and since I filmed this in May, I'm showing you guys the layout for May. However, it's the same format for every month. So there's a section underneath the month if you want to add any highlights for that specific month. There's also a part for you to fill out priorities, your to-do list, any important dates that you have. And on the other page, it gives you a calendar for the whole month. There's a place to write any personal or work things for the month. There's a habit tracker, and there's also a notes section. So here's a weekly look for each month, and as you can see, for every day of the week, there is a vertical section, and there's also a horizontal section on the right side of the page. And for the weekly overview, you also get a section to fill out different things depending on the time. So if you want to schedule certain things, however, the timing isn't exactly accurate, so keep that in mind. So now we're in the daily section of the calendar. So for this one, it also has different sections that you can fill out for each day. So there are priorities, there's a schedule, a to-do list, any notes, anything you want to mark for the different meals that you have during the day, a workout and a self-care section, and then it's the same for every day of the week. So next we have the journal section, which you can also access by clicking on the tab on the left. So the journal section consists of a grid or graph style layout, and you can also fill out the date as well as the title or topic that you want to talk about. Also, a pro tip: if you feel like you're going to run out of space, you can add duplicates of the same page either before or after the certain page that you want, or even at the last page. So next is the photos section. So you get 4 Polaroids that you can add per page. So for this one, I'm just showing you guys really quickly how you can add different pictures to them. And this is actually a picture of my hubby who's on the left and my best friend's hubby who's on the right. And this was my best friend and her hubby's wedding day. So yeah, I'm just adding a sticker and just showing you guys really quickly how you can add different photos if you want. So next is the notes section. So for this one, again, you get 6 different styles. This is just an idea of a journal spread that you can create in your 6-ring binder. And this is actually a journal spread I completed in another video that you guys can check out if you would like. So really quickly, here's another example of what your different pages can look like, and this is actually in the custom section. So now we're moving into the project section, and this one has 8 different categories. So first up is the goal tracker. So here you can list the goal that you have and why, the start and end date, the action plan, the deadline, and you can check off if you're done or not. There's also a notes section. So next up is the project planner. So here you can list the project, the start and due date, the project goals, the notes, the project milestones. You can fill in a project tracker. There's also an action plan, the date for the deadline, and you can check off if you're done or not. Next up is the to-do list, and this one is pretty self-explanatory, so you can just write out different things and check them off as you go. Next is the idea notes section. So if you have a video idea or certain journal topics, you can fill in the date and title about that, as well as any notes you have relating to that. Next up is a mind map. So if you have an idea and you kind of want to expand upon that idea, you can do that. And here I'm just showing you how you can add in additional shapes if you need more room to write, or if you have additional ideas that you want to add to it. I know, y'all, I'm being extra, adding the different colors. So next up are meeting notes. So here you can fill out the focus for the meeting, the date, the location, the attendees, the agenda, the different tasks, the description, who's assigned it, as well as the deadline. And there's also a notes section. So next up is a habit tracker. So you can list the goals for it and why. There's also a calendar section where you can track each habit. On the next page, there are steps and notes that you can add as well. So next up is the timetable. So this is more of like a scheduler for the hours in your day. Again, the timing isn't ideal if you have something planned between 1 to 5 a.m. However, you can still fill things out from Monday to Sunday with specific times given. So next up is the finance and budget section. So this page is the financial overview. So you can list out your income, and it's a section for every month of the year. Next up is your expenses and your savings and the total for every month of the year. Next is the financial calendar. So for each month, you get a section where you can fill out the dates and notes for specific things. Next up are the financial goals. So this section allows you to list your goal, a start and end date. There's a progress tracker and an action plan. Next up is a monthly budget. So for each month, it has a monthly plan and it has the calendar blocks. It has the income and savings with the amount. There's also a section for you to mark which month you're focusing on. There's also an expense section, and there's a chart for the total income, savings, total expense, and a miscellaneous item. So next up is the weekly budget. So for every day of the week, you can list your income, expense, savings, other, and the total. Next, we have a wish list, which is pretty self-explanatory. So you can fill out the category, the item, the price, and any notes you have on it. So now we're in the health section, and first up are the wellness goals. So you want to fill out your goal, the start and end date, and why. There's also a section for the action plan as well as notes. On the next page, there are some steps with photos that you can take, and you can write the date. Next up is a workout planner. So under that is a workout plan for the whole month. You also get a notes section and a before and after where you can add pictures. And then for the measurements image, I drew curly hair because I love my curls. So there's also a section for you to mark out the measurements for your body parts. And then there's a chart at the bottom for you to mark that progress as well. Next up is your workout log. So for every day of the week, you can track different things such as your sleep, your water intake, what you eat for breakfast, lunch, a snack, dinner, and also your workout. So next up, we get into a little more detail with the routine planner. So if you have a specific routine you like to do, so say arms one day, legs one day, abs the next, you can list those for the different days of the week. And on the next page, you can track your daily routine for the morning, the afternoon, the evening, and before bed. Next up is a habit tracker where you can list the habit and track if you've completed it or not for the month. Now we're in the home care section, and first up is the contacts, so you can list different information for each contact. So next up is the passwords section, and you get 8 of these to a page. Now we're moving on to the anniversary calendar, so if you want to write down different birthdays for each month, or maybe your wedding anniversary or sobriety anniversary, you can do that here. Next up is the home ideas page, and you can write different ideas that you have for different rooms. And then there's also a notes section. Next up, we have a shopping list, so you can fill out the category, item, the price, and any notes that you have on it, and then it's just the same thing on the next page. Now we're in the meals section, so first up is a meal planner. So for every day of the week, you can list out what you have or want for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. There's also a grocery list on the next page and a notes section for additional info that you might want to fill out. Next up, we have a recipe card, so you can write the title of the recipe, the category, the prep and cook time. You can also fill out the different ingredients and add a picture if you would like, as well as the directions. So now we're moving into the travel section. So first up is a travel planner, so you get 6 of these per page. So you can insert a picture of the different locations you want to go to, and you can also write in the title and the date. And then we have the travel overview. So this one goes into a little more detail depending on the different trips you want to take. So there's a section for the departure, the return, a packing list, and then you can also fill out the schedule for the month. And there's also an expense chart that you can fill out for it. So now we're in the review section, and first up are the book reviews. So for this one, you can insert a picture of the cover of the book, and you can also fill out the title, the author, and you can rate the book. So next up are the movie reviews, and it's pretty similar to the book reviews. So there's also another section for movie reviews that goes into a little more detail. So you can add a picture for the book, you can rate it 5 stars like I'm showing you here. So now we're going to look at the custom sections. So you guys have seen this before, where I showed you guys 2 of my journal spreads in this 6-ring binder that I've completed. But this section just consists of blank refill pages that you can use in this digital 6-ring binder. And once you hit the end, it'll ask if you want a new page or not. But that was all, kittens. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you guys soon. Adios.